Nityanandam. Hi, this is Ma Nitya Ovyananda. Today I wanted to speak about the Sannyas series and one component of Sannyas, which is life is for others. See, the first thing on our schedule is Guru Vak. What does Swamiji ask us to do? And the other thing that's most important is life is for others. So basically, we're here to enrich other people, to cause other people, no matter what it is. Even if it's a smile, even if it's just helping somebody, even if it's giving somebody something. One thing Swamiji says and how he lived his life was if somebody asks you for something, you should give it to them. You should just give it to them. If somebody asks you for your, mug that you're drinking your coffee out of, or if somebody wants, some clothing that you have that they like or some jewelry, you should just give it to them. And you'll be surprised. The more you give in that way, what will actually come back to you, it'll be like twofold, threefold. Swamiji talked about that when he was wandering. I mean, he barely had anything, and somehow one time he got some silver vessel, if I'm remembering this correctly. And I vaguely remember this story, but the person, somebody asked him for it, and he gave it. But he had nothing really with him, like an extra dhoti, a walking stick, and like this little pot where he would carry water. So anything he had, it was like pretty much minimal. But when somebody asked him for something, he still gave it. And in turn, he always got back even more. He never went hungry. He never lacked for a place to sleep. He always got what he needed from the universe during his Parirajika when he traveled the length and breadth of India for 9 years. So when somebody asks us for something, we should just give it. Especially knowledge. If you have knowledge, and I understand when I worked in the corporate world, that a lot of times people would try to hoard their knowledge or keep their knowledge inside because they wouldn't want to have somebody else in the corporate system get above them. So if they shared the knowledge they had a risk that somebody could surpass them on the corporate ladder, push them down and jump up ahead of them on the corporate ladder. But Swamiji says how much important it is for us to share the knowledge we have. Whatever we know, we should give it and share it with people. Because actually then we're actually causing somebody else's reality. We're causing their life. We're educating them. And we're opening ourselves up to new possibilities and expansion. We're actually, the more people we create and give the knowledge to, the better. Why hoard knowledge? It doesn't make any sense. So anyway, a big component and beautiful thing for that is, as a sannyasi, sharing as much as possible. And honestly, at first, I had a little difficulty with this. And I can't say I'm always so great at it, to be honest. I mean, I grew up as an only child. So I kind of had my things, and I had to take care of my things. That was the rule from, my poor Russian parents. I had to take care of what I had, have respect for what, they gave, their hard-earned money that they used to buy it, and to keep it with me safely. And so it wasn't in my space like to borrow things to people or have to share anything. I just had what I needed and I used it. So now when I'm like keeping things aside, okay, this is important to keep and keep nice. But if somebody asks to use it, then it's like, oh, So sometimes that there is still there. But I notice the more and more I just give without even thinking, without giving a second thought. I try to make the decision in my space where I'm not even going to think twice and go on with the mind, oh, should I do or not? If you just say yes and give it, it's such a beautiful space. It opens up your heart chakra so much. So it's very nice practice that anybody can try, not only for sannyasis. And you'll see how much the universe showers back and returns things to you, returns good things to you. So give it a try. And you can write here in the comments what you've experienced with that. I'd love to hear more about your experiences with life is for others. Thank you very much for watching. Nityanandam.